How frequently should we increase prices? I get this question all the time. Many companies are in the habit of doing this annually. They've got this sort of January 1st price increase, set it and forget it habit that they've been doing for decades. That annual habit has been under attack for the past couple of years because most companies have had to take price more than just once a year. But now things are settling down at least a little bit. And I sense a feeling of relief from a lot of businesses. They're relieved that things are getting back to normal, so to speak, with inflation easing up. They're excited to go back to their old ways of only having to talk about price with their customers once a year. But I want to caution businesses, business owners, business leaders, not to rush right back to the old normal and instead use the momentum around pricing for the past couple of years to look at pricing more frequently. Have a quarterly strategic pricing meeting to look at market conditions, to look at costs, look at value, look at customer relationships and stickiness, to evaluate pricing power candidly and rigorously on a regular basis, to evaluate if it's possible and appropriate and reasonable to increase prices. That point could be 6 months after the last one, or it could be 18 months after the last one. I'm not advocating a certain frequency as much as I'm advocating pattern interruption. Rather than the set it and forget it mindset, pricing merits a lot more deliberation and intention and rigor. There's nothing magical about annual price increases. While we're at it, there's nothing magical about January 1st either. A lot of companies have a January 1st price increase religiously. And my advice, consider rolling out price increases when your customers are busiest. If your customers are doing most of their volume in the summer, they're too busy serving their customers and producing their products and services and keeping their promises to their customers to get into deep and prolonged negotiations with you as their vendor. They can't afford to be without your product or service during that time because it impacts their ability to serve. If you wait and do it in the winter when they're slow, they've got all the time in the world to draw that out, to negotiate with you, to shop your competitors. So take a look at your frequency. Take a look at the timing of your price increases. Ask yourself if your historic frequency and your historic timing is increasing your pricing success and profitability. Don't go back to pricing autopilot with increases on January 1st just because. Make a deliberate, strategic pricing decision. Interrupt your pattern. If you like this video and want to hear more pricing power insights, hit the subscribe button.